What's up, y'all? Jet Sparks back. Star Pilot. So, you know what I'm saying? This video, we're gonna be talking about this. Basically, how to produce a product. Now, producing a product, you know what I'm saying, can go a lot of ways. Like, you can have something in mind and want to like put that out in the universe or put that out in the world, and have, you know what I'm saying, have a different way, like a different perspective, and how to create that, you know what I'm saying, that atmosphere, that idea you created, right? And why it's so important to produce a product is because producing a product is what gives you new ideas, new ways how to feel, new ways how to go upon your circumstances, situations, new ways how to, you know what I'm saying, just go upon life, you know what I'm saying? So when you're producing a product, it's always good to have a lot of various ways in how to go upon that product, you know what I'm saying? Because when you go upon certain products and certain ideas and certain situations, you know what I'm saying, what's the main thing that you get opposed against? How others think about it, you know what I'm saying? How others feel about it, you know what I'm saying? And the main thing to do in certain situations like that, it's not to give a fuck and understand that, like, nah, this is the way I want it to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the way I want it to, like, this is the way I want it to go upon that, you know what I'm saying? Like, not giving a fuck goes a long way in your life, because if you don't give a fuck, you're kind of like, you're already in that certain energy that's not from this world. Because a lot of energy from this world is giving a fuck, trying to relate, trying to be try to do something a similar way as someone else because it seems comfortable. And that ain't shit, because that energy is already something that's already like a vibe, that's already a certain like type of way of thinking. And that's kind of what built this world, like too much like trying to do what the other person does, or try to do what the other person is doing, you know what I'm saying? Not try, like, the best thing to do is try to do what you're doing, because when you try to do what you're doing, not only is it unique, not only is it different, but it's something that it's something new that's not from this world, and you are not from this world, you know what I'm saying? We're all foreign stars. We all, you know what I'm saying, well, I'm not gonna say all, because a lot of sheep be lost and shit like that, but, you know, so they from this world, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, I ain't from this world, you know what I'm saying? It's my soul group, you know what I'm saying? They ain't from this world, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. We not from this world. When we say that, it's that the way we think is so broad, it's so out there. It's not even like, if we relate it, it looks so different, it looks so unique, it looks so like, it doesn't look like something that, like, it looks like something that it took us like eons and eons and eons and eons to come up with. Like, it's that deep, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, just a little, like, I just want to get that out there, like, producing a product, because when you produce product, it's kind of, it's like your goal, it's like your creativity, it's like your purpose in life. Not even purpose in life, but it's like your purpose, how to go upon certain events in your life, how to go upon certain situations, how to go upon certain ways of thinking, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it could be like, you can do art, you can do music, you can do singing, you can do dancing, you can do sports, whatever it is you're doing, right? Produce a product, because when you're producing that product, you got like you got certain ways on how to go upon that certain idea, not that certain ideology that you're going through, right? So it's so shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like, if we may think that, like, producing certain products, like, let's say you're like, you created McDonald's, like, you're creating McDonald's or creating Wendy's or whatever, shit like that, or Burger King or shit like that. It's kind of like, whoever created those ways and how to like put out in the universe, that's kind of like, they produced their own product, you know what I'm saying? So they may have had other people tell them, oh no, that shit ain't gonna work, that food idea is not gonna work, oh, that's not gonna, this is just an example, by the way. Oh, that's not gonna work. No, you shouldn't go, like, you probably should try this way, right? And just thank God that they have their own mind to come up with the conclusion of thinking, nah, this is the way I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how y'all think. This is what I want to do. So they produce their own product, and it may have not even played out as McDonald's at first. It may have played out as just making like fries and burgers, or foods, or they were probably interested in like foods and shit like that. And from that little idea, then came all the many, and within that feeling, right, then came the many children that came up with the conclusion of creating something like McDonald's, or something like a Burger King, or something like a Wendy's, or something like any of those fast food restaurants, shit like that, right? So that's kind of like you got something you got something you can put out there. You know what I'm saying? You got something you can put, you know what I'm saying, shit you can push out there, and it's like a lot of different ways you do this, like a lot of untapped and untouched energy a lot of people have not went through and shit like that. So it's kind of like, it's like deep when you understand certain shit like that, and just go upon that with your life, go upon that, your situations, go upon that, and then your everyday way of thinking, and just whatever it is you're doing, right? Just have something in your mind that you wanna push out, you wanna throw out there. You know what I'm saying? No matter how stupid it looks, no matter how dumb it looks, no matter how retarded it looks, no matter how whatever it looks, just put it out there. And you don't know how other people's how other people will think about that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have a lot of ways. Like, do you know how many spirits and minds there are down here? Like, there's so many ways that a person can think. It's not like our faults that there's certain ways that they get lost in certain desires and mind forms and mind states. But every spirit's pilot senses tingles. So whatever you create, whatever certain goal you put out there, whatever was on your mind and how you truly felt about how that shit's participating, no matter what, those certain spirits have minds too. So they can only come up with how they think, and how they think why you created something like that. You know what I'm saying? You could have been like, you could have went through the worst day ever, like, nigga, like someone in your family probably died, like you lost like all your money, like you like motherfucking, like, you know what I'm saying, like you probably lost an arm or shit, like crazy shit. These just examples, right? Like, God forbid none of these happen, but these are just like examples. And what you do is you do music, right? You can have a song, you hype as fuck. You like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you start talking your shit, right? Or you can have like an art and paper. You write whatever. Or you can have like a design, certain clothes design. You just put certain shit there and put whatever it is you do, right? You put that out in the world, and motherfuckers see that and they be like, oh, what the fuck is this? This is some hard ass shit. What the fuck? Wait a minute. And then the first thing is that pop that would come up, that will pop in their mind, that will come up in their head, will be like, yo, what kind of state of mind was this person thinking to create something so creative and artistic and like this shit, right? Little do they know, you had one of the worst days of your life. You went through one of the worst situations of your life, but you didn't let that phase you. You probably, that way of thinking, that way of feeling, that however you felt, however you were like going upon that, right? As long as you could have very well been depressed doing all that shit, but that's like an energy on its own. Like, you don't know, if you know how to transmute energy, if you know how to do shit like that, you can do some hard ass shit in like life, like, you know what I'm saying, like for real, like real shit. So like, just that little thing, right? Little do they know, man, you were in probably the lowest states of your life, but you created the most hardest products in your life. That's how a lot of these celebrities and these artists and these whatever, like, got these one songs, and these one songs just pop. Like, they talk about how they didn't know that certain song was gonna blow up, or how they didn't know how that certain song was gonna get that much recognition, and they probably just made it on some bullshit. They probably weren't like giving a fuck. Like, I don't really know the certain names of them, right, like at the moment, but I know like certain celebrities, how they talk about how they thought this certain song was gonna pop, but this certain song popped, and they didn't really like go put that much effort in that one song that popped. They put all their efforts and all they give and all their shit and all they blood, sweat, and tears in that song they thought they thought was gonna pop. But the song that they didn't give a fuck about, that they least tried against, that they least, like, you know what I'm saying, they didn't give two shits about, they didn't give a fuck, that's the one that blew up. So it's kind of like that. Like, shit be backwards down there. When you understand like shit be backwards down here, you understand a lot of ways, like a lot of things be like different. A lot of things don't be like what they seem. Like, it's weird, right? So it's kind of like, that's just like a little example and shit like that. But it's always good to produce product, because when you're producing product, you're producing gold. And when you're producing gold, you're producing new ideas. And when you're producing new ideas, you're producing new ways on how to think and how to feel, and that's the whole point, to change the minds of the world. And and you got another one for God, and that's pretty much the whole purpose of just being down there, just to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's like to be the shit. Like, you're supposed to be the shit, but at the same time, know that you ain't shit at the same time. And that's when you realize, man, you on your way, and you're the creative, you're the gifted, you're the talented one. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a little example and a little video, a quick little video on how to produce product. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you.